Hello, Put. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so let's wait. Hello, Guy. Good afternoon. Okay, so where are they? Okay, please wait. I will just get something. I will be back in a few seconds. Hello, Chiwik and Bacon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Hello, Aim. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Or Napat, why is your camera off? And you also, Guy. Okay, so let's wait for one more minute. I think others are about to join our class. Okay, so Pudit is here. Good afternoon, Pudit.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Okay, by the way, only 4 students sent the homework last week or the activity last week. Others did not send the activity. Okay, so shall we start? What did we do last week? What game did we create in Scratch last week?
Dinosaur don't have internet.
What game is that? It's similar to that one, but what game? What do you call that game? Hello, Kim. Good afternoon. Yes, Im?
Good afternoon. Yeah.
Jumping game.
Yes, jumping game. It's similar to the dinosaur on Google Chrome or on Google search engine when there is no internet. Okay, so that's what we did last week. Today, we will create another game, but I'm not sure if we will be able to finish this one today. But if not, since we are going to see each other tomorrow, then we will continue. If just in case that we will not be able to finish. Okay, so I will show you an example. So this is called Rock Blaster game. Okay, by the way, can you see my screen? Can you see it? Okay, so it's like a game. Okay, but I call it Rock Blaster game because when I search for this one, many of the programmers called this Rock Blaster game. Okay, so it is like a shooting game. Here you need to use, or you will need to use the arrow keys as well as the space bar. Okay, arrow keys, up and down arrow for moving, and then a space bar for shooting. Okay, so I will start this program. Okay, so when I press the space bar, it's like this. Okay, so the rocket ship needs to shoot the rocks. Okay, so also here we have score and lives. So if the score becomes 0, then it would be game over. Okay, and it will stop the game. So this is it, students. This is what we are going to do today. So everybody, those who are doing this activity with me, please open your Scratch. Okay, let me share my scratch screen to you. Oops. Okay, can you see my scratch? Okay, so of course you will need to delete the cat or to remove the cat sprite because we will not use this one for our game. So first we are going to choose a backdrop, okay, for our game. So there are, I think, a few backdrops that you can use. Okay, that is appropriate for our game. You may have the galaxy. You can also have the nebula, the moon. Okay, you can use that one. You can also have the stars. Okay, so it's up to you what backdrop you are going to use from the ones that I've mentioned. Okay, so you can use stars, galaxy, what else? Nebula, and I think, what's the other one? I forgot. Okay, what was it? Okay, so you just find it there. Okay, but for my case, I will just choose stars or the stars background. I think this one is the most appropriate. Okay, done. Okay, now we will do our first character or first sprite here. So for the first sprite, it is the most common sprite on this game. So it is called the rocket ship. Okay, so I want you to search for rocket ship sprite there. Okay, this is the first sprite that we will be working on. Okay, and that's what you can see. This is quite big, so I think we need to change the size of this one to maybe 50 to make it smaller. Okay, I think the original size is quite bigger on the screen. And also, students, we need to change the direction. Since it is facing upwards, we need it to face like to the right. Okay, point towards right. So all we need to do is to click on direction and then move this one. I think that would be up to 180 degrees. Okay, are you done? Finish?
Yes.
Okay, so we have now the rocket ship character. Okay, so when we start the program or we will click the green flag, we need to move it to the starting position. So the starting position of this sprite will be here. Okay, so if the position of sprite is here, what should be the value of X? Will the X be a negative value or a positive value? Anyone? If the rocket ship is here, what would be the value of X? Is it a positive value or a negative value?
Negative.
Okay, it should be negative. And what block are we going to use so that we can position this one or we can move this one to the starting position or default position? What block under motion are we going to use?
Go to X. and
Okay,
Y.
so we can use the go to block. Okay, and you can change this one or this X to like a number that ends with 0, something like that. Okay, so maybe we can have negative 190 so that it will move a little bit here. Okay, 190. And then for the Y, we would like it at the center here. Okay, of this X coordinate. So what should be the value of Y in that case or in this case? If we want it to position at the center of this edge, what should be the value of Y? It should be at the center. Yes, Chiwik? You're choppy. I couldn't understand you. Okay, so for this one, students, the value of x or y must be 0. Okay, so that the level of this one, of the rocket ship from top to bottom is at the middle. Okay, at the middle. Okay, so it should be 0. But if you will position your rocket ship here, the x will be the 0 value. And then y, they will be the opposite. It will be the opposite if you position your sprite or your rocket ship here. Okay, so now let's make this rocket ship move by pressing some keys on the keyboard. So in this one, you may use the up and down arrow key, or you may also use W and S, because I think A, W, S, D are the letters that you use in gaming, right? To move. Okay, so you can use either up arrow or down arrow, or W and S. Okay, so how do we make it move? An idea? Put, Im, Bacon, Kim, Guy, the others. I would like you to participate also. So how can you make the character or this rocket ship move every time you press up and down arrow keys or W and S keys? How do you do that? Okay, so you can use when up arrow or down arrow is pressed, but actually sometimes there might be errors if we use that. So it's better if we will use the key space pressed block under sensing. Okay, so in this case, we need to use the forever loop because it will work forever. Okay, it will not just work one time. Okay, so and then we need to use the if then block, and then under sensing you can find there the key space pressed. Okay. Okay, so here we will move the character, or we will make the character move upwards first. Okay, so in this case, we can choose the up arrow or letter W on your keyboard. So it's up to you what you're going to use. Or you can use other keys also. It depends on your comfortability. Okay, so if we would like the character to move up, what block are we going to use here inside of the if?
Y.
Okay, very good, Chiwik. So we need to use the change Y block. And the value of Y is positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay, it should be positive because it's going up. Okay, Im, how about if we want the character to move down? What should we do? Im? This one is up. How about if we would like to make the character move down? What should we do? Im? It's very easy actually.
Change X by.
Change X, go down. X is left to right or right to left. Put, can you help him, please?
Another if then and
then
key arrow press, then change Y by -10.
Okay, or -10. Very good, Put. So that is how you should make it, Im. Okay, so to make it easier for you to the students and to make it faster, all you need to do is just to duplicate this one. Okay, duplicate or copy this code. And then after that, you just need to change the up arrow to down arrow, or if you use W, you can change this one to S, and then change the value of y by -10. Okay, and then after that, you can move the rocket ship upwards and downwards. Okay, so we are now done with our rocket ship sprite. Now let's go to the next one, which is the laser. So the laser is like the small bits that will come out from your rocket ship to shoot the rocks. Okay, so for that, students, we can use the button sprite. Okay, so I would like you to insert another sprite. This one, the button 2 sprite, or you can use the button 3. It's up to you. Okay, but for me, I will just use this one. Okay, and that's what you can see. It's too big, so we need to change the size to make it very small. Okay, so in this case, I think we can use 15 or 20. Let's try 20. Okay, so I think 20 is okay. And you can also change the color, students, if you want to. If you want to change the color, just go to costumes and then use the fill tool here. Okay, for example, I would like to make it red. Okay, just like that. And then the color will be changed. Okay, are you done? Kim, are you okay there? Bacon? Okay. Please participate, students. Okay, I want you to do this one at the same time, participate. So if you know the answer to my questions, you're free to open your microphone and answer. Don't be shy. Okay, so we will now have some code for this one. Okay, so or when the game starts, okay, it is hidden. So it will just show once you press the space bar. Okay, so how can we hide this one at the start of the game? How can we hide this one?
Go to look and use
Okay,
hide.
go to looks and then hide. Okay, and then we need to add the when green flag is clicked, block, okay, hide. So every time you start the game, it will be hidden. Okay, it will be hidden and it will only show once you press the space bar. Okay. So how can you make it show by pressing the space bar? What are you going to do? Kim, do you have any idea, Kim? Any idea? No? Okay, so who has any idea?
Use forever and use
Okay, yes, we will use
Keys.
forever and then
key space and then show.
forever and then key space.
If
Okay, if then and then.
key space paste
Okay, very good.
and you show.
Yes, and then show. Under the looks group. Okay, so every time you start the program, it will hide, but when you press the space bar, it will show. Okay, but as what you can see, the position of the laser is here. By the way, students, I would like you to change the sprite name of this one to laser so that it will be easier for us later to code. Okay, laser. Okay, so when you press the space bar, the laser should come from here, right? It should come from the rocket ship. So how are we going to do that? All we need to do here is to determine the value of X and Y position of the rocket ship. Okay, so we can use like this one. Okay, so we can use the go-to block for this one. Let's try if this one will work. Okay, I will make my stage smaller. Okay, so go to, and then students, as what you can see here, under the sensing group, you have here the backdrop of stage code. Okay, so this block can also be used to identify the X position and Y position of something or of a sprite, but you need to change this one to the sprite first before you can do that. Okay, if it is stage, then there will be no X and Y position here. So you need to change this one first. Okay, so in this case, we will need to identify the X and Y position of which block or of which sprite. Which sprite should the laser come from? Students? Where? Anyone can answer.
Get you.
Rocket ship. Okay, so we will choose rocket ship here, and then X position first of rocket ship, and then another one, Y position of rocket ship. Let's see if it works. Okay, so when you run and press the space bar, okay, it is here, right? Okay, it's something somewhere here. Okay, so the rock or the laser will come from here. Okay. And then students, of course, it's not only one laser. Okay, so every time we space the or we press the space bar, there will be laser coming out. Okay, so in that case, students, we can use the clone block. I'm not sure if you are familiar with this one, but I think Chiwik is familiar with this one. Okay, because we used this one before during our summer classes. Okay, so you can create clone of myself. Okay, and then try and see what happens. Okay, it's just like that, right? It's not moving yet. Okay, so how can we make this one move? How can we make this one move? Any idea?
Go.
Go.
Change.
Change. What else? Do you still have anything else in mind?
No.
Of course, we will use forever for this one, but first we need to use this one when I start as a clone. Every time you use this block, you need to use this block also. Okay, so when I start as a clone, then we can use forever for that. And then instead of change Y, we can use the move 10 steps. Okay, move 10 steps. Okay, let's see what happens if we do this one. Okay, so as what you can see, it's like this one, right? Okay, but as what you can see, students, it's on the rocket ship, right? I think we can have another code for this one. We can add like go backward. Okay, go backward 20 layers so that it will be hidden. Like this one. Okay, it will not be on the rocket ship. Okay, but when you press and hold the space bar, it is like this. Okay, so we need to have an error trap for this one, students. Okay, so we can have a wait block. Okay, so that it will not be like very long. Okay, when you press and hold the space bar. Okay, so maybe we can have 0.1 second. Okay, let's see if it works. Yeah, like that one. So as what you can see, it's not very long now, right? Okay, and also when you move, oops. Okay, so when you move the rocket ship, it will just follow the direction because of this block. Okay, so wherever the rocket ship moves, the laser will just follow because of this block. Because the laser will identify, or this block will make the laser identify the X and Y position of the rocket ship. Okay, that's why it just follows. Okay, but as what you can see here, they are here on the edge, right? Can you see them on the edge? Yes or no? Can you see the lasers at the edge of the screen? Okay, so how do you think can we fix that issue so that when they are on the edge, they will be hidden? Any idea? How to do that? Okay, so for that, students, you can use the if-then here. Okay, if-then and then touching edge block. Where can you find the touching edge block, by the way? Where can you find the touching edge block? Any idea? Please find it there and tell me where it is.
Sensing.
Okay, under sensing. Very good. Okay, so touching. In default, it is touching mouse pointer. So we need to change this one to edge. Okay, and then how can we hide this one or delete this one or the, what do you call this one? The lasers here.
Look and hide.
No, it's not really hide because it will be hidden forever if you do that. Instead, we still have another block for cloning here. Okay, so to do that, just use the delete this clone block. Okay, so when you start your program, when you shoot, it will just be hidden there. Okay. It will not show and stop at the edge or on the edge anymore. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, so I'll give you time to finish coding. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and then we will continue with the rocks. Okay, how many minutes do we have left? 20 minutes. Okay, let's try to finish this one. Done? Im, are you done? Chuik, Put, Kim, Bacon, Guy, Pai.
Teacher, if you click eraser one and you change position of rocket ship, you can see the eraser.
Ah, yes, something like that. Yes, that's the bug here. But I will find a way, Chuik, to fix that. But do you have any ways on how to fix it? If you have, you can share it here with the class. Okay, so I will try to find a way to fix it. Okay. When you move like this one using your mouse. What do you mean? Using your mouse or using the arrow keys?
Using the keyboard.
Using the keyboard? Really? Can you still see it?
Yes. Click one time and you stop click.
Ah, okay. Maybe because of the error trap that we have here. Okay, so here we have here the wait 0.01 second, right? Okay, maybe because of this one. Because if we will try to delete this one and we hold the space bar, it will be like this. So I think it's cheating on the game, right? Or maybe we can change this one to 0.001. Let's try. Okay, to make it not very obvious. Let's try 001. Oh, we only have 10 minutes left. So fast. Okay, it's still the same, but you cannot see it anymore. You can still see it. Okay, so what do you want? With weight or without weight? I will let you decide because either way, the game will still work. What do you want? With weight or without weight? Okay, so it would be up to you. If you want to put a weight there, then it would be okay. But if you want to remove this one, then that would be okay also. Okay, but later I will try to find a way on how to do it. But because I think we cannot finish this game today. Okay, so are you done coding already? Let's go now to the rocks. Okay, so for this one, I would like you to insert another sprite. Choose the rock sprite. Rocks. Okay, and then we will make it a little bit smaller because it's quite big. Quite bigger. So maybe 80 or 70 will do. Okay, I will have 70. Okay, done. Okay, so the rock will come from here, right? Okay, so we need this rock to come from here, but in a random X position. Or what I mean is random Y position. So the X will be fixed. Okay, so the X is here, but the Y should be random. So the rocks might come from here or here or here or here or here. Okay, so how are we going to do that? All we need to do is to do this one, and then after that, go to random position, but we will need to set the X position so that it will come from here, because if not, it will be randomized here on the screen all over the place. Okay, so we need to set the value of X to here. So I think for this one, it's around 240. Okay, so let's try 240. Set X to 240. Okay, so when you start the program, it is just like here. Okay, same X position, but different Y position. Okay, so that is the purpose of this code. And then how can we make this one move? What should we do? Move to the left. Move to the left. So, what should we do to make it move?
Change.
What did we use here to move the laser?
Go to.
To move the laser, we use the move
Oh.
10 steps block, right? Okay, so it's like the same here. Okay, so go to rocks, and then, by the way, students, you can have many when green flag is clicked. Okay, if you want to group your code so that it will be easier for you to identify which code is which. Okay, so you can do this one. Okay, so you can have forever and then move 10 steps. But I think 10 steps is quite fast, and it will move to the right. So if you want to move it to the left, you need to make it negative. Okay, so negative 10. Let's try negative 10 if it is fast or not. Okay, so this one is negative 10, students. So if it is too fast for you, then you can change the value to lower to negative 5. Okay, negative 6, negative 7. Okay, less than 10 if you want to make it slower. Okay, but if negative 10 is okay with you, then yeah. Okay, so as of now, we only have one rock. So how can we make this one many? Or if it is here, then another one will come out here.
Clone.
Yes,
Use clone.
clone. Or we can just use the if x position is equal to this one, okay, then go back. Okay, so we can do like that. I think it's easier if we do that. Okay, so if, okay, and then operators, and then somewhere like negative 240, because this one is 240 and the opposite of 240 is negative 240. Okay, so if x position is equal to negative 240, then all you need to do is to duplicate this one, okay? Because this code makes the rock go to the right from here to here, okay? So when you start the program, it will be like this. Okay, students, so I think this is all for today, but we will continue this one tomorrow because we will see each other again tomorrow, right? Do you know that tomorrow will be Thursday schedule? Yes or no? Okay, so students, I would like you still to submit this file, okay, to me. Okay, just this output, and tomorrow we will finish this game. Okay, we will add score, we will add lives, we will add the game over, and maybe we can, or we will add the home screen. And then when you click on play, that's when will the game start. Okay, so let's try if we can do that one tomorrow. But tomorrow, our goal is to have the score, the game over, as well as the lives. Okay, so for this one, same, the file name would be your name. Okay, our nickname, and then underscore shooting game. Okay, we will just use the shooting game for this one. Okay, rock blaster or shooting game, it's up to you. Okay, and then send it to our
no.
live group. And do not forget, yes, Shuik.
Okay, okay.
Do not forget to save your file, students. To save your file, all you need to do is file and then save to your computer. I know you know how to do that. And students also, if you want to open your file, you need to open Scratch first and open it in Scratch. You cannot open it directly on your Windows Explorer. So if you want to open your file, open Scratch first and then file, load from your computer. Okay? Please save your file because we will use this one tomorrow. Do you understand?
Not submit this
Chuik,
today.
yes?
Today didn't submit this.
You need to send it to me still. Okay, for your points today. Okay, but tomorrow we will still use this file because we will continue. Okay? Again, do not forget to save your file. Okay, so that's it, students. We only have 1 minute left, so I will need to stop the screen sharing. Okay, so I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Stay safe and have a nice day. Bye.